What up there, Mikey Scrooge? Good friend Michael here with another video game pickups video. This is for the month of November, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be a very long video. So if you want to, grab a snack or grab a drink because you're going to want it for this video. I've got my drink here. I'm recovering from a cold right now, so I'm going to probably be taking occasional water breaks during the video. But the reason why this pickup video is going to be very long is because there was a lot of video games that we got this month. My wife Kathleen and I did, and there's my cat just walking in front of the video. So first off, we went to the Midwest Gaming Classic in Wisconsin. Took place in Milwaukee, first weekend in November, and I did a separate pickups video for that, but I did include them in this video as well, along with video game stores we went to on our way over there. So those are also in this pickup video. So, you know, a majority of this you've already seen, but there was local video game shopping we did afterwards. Yeah, we didn't really need to do that, but we did it anyways. And then there was Black Friday shopping. We went over to my cousins in Novi, spent a Thanksgiving over there, had a great time playing some games and video games and watching sports and just having a good time with family again. We went Black Friday shopping. We went to Kathleen and I went to 3 stores. One store we didn't buy a lot at, but there was 2 others we bought quite a bit of games at. So that's why this pickup video is going to be very, very long. There were a couple of lots that I bought. Like I said, I'm not telling why I'm buying lots of games yet. Like when I say like a lot of games, like a stack of 10 or so games from like different places online, like eBay or Goodwill or wherever. Not revealing why I'm doing that yet, but there were a few things I did end up keeping out of those lots. So this is going to be a very long one. Don't worry, for the month of December, it's not going to be very long. There's going to be a few from Cyber Monday shopping. Obviously, that's not coming until December. And then there was some local video game shopping I did actually the day I'm filming this video at the end of November. And then there'll probably be a few things from Christmas, but it's going to be a very, very short video compared to this one. So I'm going to get started now. First off, we'll talk about stuff that is like accessories, strategy guides, plushies. Then we'll go on and get into the games. So first off, at the Midwest Gaming Classic, I found Daisy, the Daisy plushie. This was actually the last one I found because I found Diddy Kong at Disc Replay in Mishawaka, Indiana. And then, yeah, the following day, we found Daisy at one of the vendors' booths. I think we bought it from a vendor who, they have a video game store in Bowling Green, Ohio, is where we bought this plush from. So I was very happy to find that. That concludes all the plushies that I want to get, you know, basically for our collection. I didn't go for just like Mario specific. I went for like all my favorite characters and favorite series and got what I wanted out of them for plushies. So unless like a new series gets created, we're pretty much done buying plushies. In fact, there's like no room for them anymore. And now that I'm gonna, not after this video, but sometime coming up soon, I'm gonna reorganize all the plushies, and then I'll just show you all of them off in one big picture. Actually, yeah, I might as well. I think I'll just take a picture and post on social media. I was gonna do a video about it, but I think taking a picture will be better because you've seen all the plushies by now anyways. I got 2 controllers. I got an Xbox One controller, black one, and then I bought this one thinking this was an Xbox One controller. It can work with the Xbox One, I found out, but this is actually an Xbox Series X controller, a white one. I'm still looking for another Xbox One controller. I know that these can work on Xbox One controllers, so technically I can say I'm done buying Xbox One controllers, but I want to also own the specific Xbox Series X controllers as well. It was an accident I bought that. Like I said, I mean, thankfully it works with Xbox One. Like, I know I'm not going to be looking for those anymore until I get an Xbox Series X, which I'm not getting anytime soon, nor a PS5, since I'm still working on collecting games, which after this month, I'm now down to about 500 games left on my list, and you'll be thinking after I show everything, it's like, geez, how many games do you actually own? But yeah, and about a fifth of them that I'm still going for are really high-end games, so the collecting is going to slow down a lot now, so I'm actually kind of happy about that. I won't be spending too much all at once anymore. All right, I got an 8 megabyte PS2 memory card. I got this from the Broken Sword. I always love picking up PlayStation or PlayStation 2 memory cards when I can, because I have so many of those games in my collection. I'm going to need a lot of memory cards, and I know I do not have enough already. All right, this one was not a cheap purchase, by the way. I probably paid way more than I should. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid, but I probably paid way more than I should. I got a Chibi Robo instruction manual. I bought this off of eBay. This now completes my Chibi Robo copy. So I'm really happy to get that into my collection. I think for disc-based games or like DS games as well included in that, I'm down to looking up for about 5 more instruction manuals to complete those all. That's not counting, obviously, all my cartridge-based games like Nintendo or Super Nintendo or N64. There are a lot of loose games I have for that. I want to try to complete them, but I know I'll probably never be able to do that, since some of the boxes are going to be and manuals are going to be very, very hard to find. But really, I'm just trying to make sure all my disc-based games, or like games I have cases for as well, like DS, 3DS games, they all have their instruction manuals, because I like having that stuff complete. Cartridge games, I'm okay with having the loose copy. All right, and then this came out this month. I've pre-ordered this off of GameStop. I was a little too late for the Amazon pre-order, which was fine, but I ended up getting the Zelda Game & Watch. This is still sealed. I actually don't plan on opening it. I just got it because I'm a Legend of Zelda fan. I can play these on my original consoles. Like, it comes with Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, which I actually don't have that one. I didn't like it anyways. Zelda Link Awakening. They have Vermin on here, and then they have 2 different clocks. You can either do Legend of Zelda or Zelda 2 clock on there. I still have my Super Mario one right up there. If you can see it, it's right there. That is actually still sealed as well. So, yeah, I don't plan on opening them. I just got them for collector's purposes, really. Pardon me, by the way. All right, and I got some Nintendo Power magazines. And I didn't think I was actually going to get any this month. But at the Midwest Gaming Classic, I found one. There was actually, on the second day, I saw a vendor who had like boxes of Nintendo Power magazines. But I already had spent way too much on games. I was not going to look through them, because I'm sure I would have found every copy I'm looking for. But next time we go to the Midwest Gaming Classic, if that guy is there, I'm definitely going to be going to his booth and looking for him, because I really want to get the cheap ones first, which is going to be like the 200 issue ones, and then start looking for the other ones going backwards. So the one I got at the convention was a Super Mario Brothers 3 guide here. So this is really cool to have. And then the rest I bought at a store in Mishawaka, Indiana. I'm pretty sure I bought the rest of these there. And then I bought a few, I guess, there was a store in Michigan City I bought a few at also. But this is, I think this is issue number 13 from what it says. I bought Ninja Gaiden Strategy, which is number 15. Mega Man 3, this is issue 20. Metal Storm, which is issue 22. And I don't think I paid over $10 for any of these, except for the one at the convention, the Mario 3 one, which was like 15. Battletoads, which is number 25. Mega Man and Dr. Wily's Revenge. This is issue number 27. TMNT 3, The Manhattan Project, issue number 33. And then Clay Fighters 63 and a third, volume number 97. So those were all the ones I picked up. I don't plan on looking really for any more. I'm still going through reading a lot of Nintendo Power magazines. Once I get caught up, then I'll probably start getting a few then again each month. I think I'm down to less than 60 to go for a complete collection. I still need the first issue, and I still need the last issue. The first one is going to be extremely expensive. I know that. The last issue won't be too bad. It's not definitely as expensive, but probably the first issue might be the last one I ever get, unless someone has it at a really cheap price somewhere that's in good condition. Okay. The next two things I got are big box things. I got Buzz Quiz TV. This has 4 wireless buzzers and the game in here. And this came from a lot on Goodwill. I had the Buzz Quiz TV loose, the game, and I also had the buzzers also, but they were wired buzzers. I had that loose as well. So I bought it was like 10 PS3 games in the lot. This was the one I'm keeping out of it. The other ones I will be selling. I'm not telling where yet, but I'll be selling them, or why I'm buying lots yet. But yeah, I'm really glad to be able to get this and put this in my collection. I love playing trivia games, and I'm sure we'll enjoy playing that one. And then the other thing I bought, which was a big box one, I bought from Disc Traders over in Battle Creek, Ring Fit Adventure. This thing is complete. The box is in very, very good shape. There's a little bit of damage up here on the top. You can see that right there. But otherwise, it's not bad at all. The game is included. The ring is included, obviously. So I'm really happy to get that. This is probably going to kind of be like the Wii Sports, I think, kind of I would say Nintendo Switch. Although you could probably say 1-2 Switches like that, which I'm not ever getting 1-2 Switch. That thing is not as good, as I think, as Wii Sports from what I've seen. All right. Now that that stuff is out of the way, now I will move on. Well, I just showed you 2 games, but I'll move on to the rest of the games now. We got 2 Switch games this month. One was from Black Friday. I bought over at Disc Replay in Livonia, and that is Dragon's Dawn of New Riders. And then the other one I bought up at Super Hideaway Gaming. They were just opened up in Holland. I wanted to check them out. And they had Captain Toad Treasure Tracker at a pretty good price, too. So really happy to find that. I've played it on the Wii U and beat it. So I can't wait to beat it again on Nintendo Switch, which they have the Mario Odyssey levels on there. Okay, now moving on to some PS2 games. Most of these I'm not going to remember really where I got them, so I'm just going to go through them. If I do remember, I will definitely mention it. But I got The Crew 2. This one, actually, I can tell by the tag on the back. I got this at... not Disc, CD, I think CD Exchange was the name of the store in Holland, which is where the Super Hideaway Gaming opened up. So, yep, we went over there as well. I also got Dirt Rally and Need for Speed Heat, which this did come from Super Hideaway Gaming. This came from the Disc Replay in Livonia. The next 2 did. Lego Marvel Superheroes. Loved playing the Lego games. And then this one is the PAL version, but this will still play, obviously, on North American consoles. PS4 is region free, and that's Lego The Hobbit. And then I also got, this was actually a Disc Replay in Mishawaka, Indiana. Actually, when I said Mishawaka is where the Nintendo Power Magazine, I meant Elkhart. That came from a store in Elkhart. Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 plus Arcade Game Series. Pardon me. Got Rayman Legends for PS4. This one, I believe, came from Disc Replay in Livonia on Black Friday. And then this one, I guess, might have just gotten a release, physical release, but I heard some people talking about on YouTube. It looked like an interesting game to me, so I felt like I can't pass this over. And this came from CD Exchange, and that is American Fugitive. Hi, baby. All right, so that's it for PS4 games. Now I will move on to PS3 games. Yeah, what is it, baby? All right. So for PS3 games, I got Little League World Series 2010. I think this I might have got at the convention. I can't remember necessarily. This one came from the store in Elkhart, and that's SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs Confrontation. And then I got Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, which on here it says bonus mini comic inside, but the comic is not inside of this. And actually today when I was out video game shopping, I saw a copy of Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 for PS3 as well at Second Chance. I thought about buying it because it did not have the comic, says it's included in it. So I thought maybe just doing that so I don't have to go looking for that. So I might end up doing that because I tried to look for the comic by itself, couldn't find it being sold by itself, so I may just end up replacing that with just a regular copy of the game. Because if it like says it's included in it, I like to make sure it's included in it, but if I can't find it, whatever. I think I bought this also. I think I bought this actually from Retro Taku, which is over in Madison Heights on Black Friday. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. So that was the last Lego game I actually needed for the PS3 I'm looking for. I think there's only a couple more I'm looking for PS4, and that's it. This is like the second to last Need for Speed game. Well, no, not second to last. This is the second to last one for PS3 I needed, and that was Need for Speed Pro Street, which this also came from Retro Taku. Need for Speed Carbon is the only other one I need. And then I think I need the first and second one for PS1, and then I have them all complete. This next one actually came from a lot I bought from someone off of Facebook Marketplace. And the rest of the PS3 games, once again, it was all PS3 games, about 20 games or so. I bought for probably $30 or so. And this game, I always see like greatest hits if I see it. It never is regular label. And I was like, oh, well, I'm definitely keeping this one for me. And that's Midnight Club Los Angeles. And the disc is also not the greatest hits disc. So that's good as well. Because if it was, I definitely wouldn't have kept it. This was like one of the loan games I got from Treasure Quest that I was buying for me to keep. And that's Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. I think they might have had this before, and I just passed up on it, and I don't know why. I kept overlooking it, but finally glad to get that one. And then this one I think I also bought at the Midwest Gaming Classic, and that's Sonic Generations. I finally got that for the PS3. I used to have it on 360, but decided I wanted to get it on PS3 instead. And then you know how it's so funny when you're looking for a game, you finally find it and get it, and then like every time you go out to the video game store afterwards, well, not every time I should say, but you go out to video game stores afterwards, and then you always spot that game in stock somewhere, and it's like, oh, well, there's that game that I had so much trouble looking for, and now here it is again. You know, barely any time after I found it last time. It's really funny how that works. All right, couple of other games here, just one of each system. I got one DS game, and that's Namco Museum DS. I bought this at Super Hideaway Gaming. So I love playing these games on, I'm trying to look for Namco Museum 50th Anniversary Edition on PS2. Not the greatest hits version, by the way. And so I'm glad to get this so I can play them on handheld. But yeah, I always see like greatest hits, never see regular label for that. And then one Super Nintendo game I picked up from the Broken Sword, and that is Gradius 3. There were a few stickers on here I was able to get off and preserve the label, so I was really happy about that. Not like they were like big time stickers covering the whole label, but some that had, you know, been peeled off kind of already, and I finished them the rest of the way. All right, I got a few GameCube games. I got 7 here. Really happy about that because GameCube games are always so hard to come by, it seems. This first one I got at Retro Taku, and there's nothing really special in here, by the way, except for maybe the last one. I got Chicken Little. Got The Incredibles. I'm pretty sure most of the recipes I'm pretty sure I bought at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Although this one, no. This one I found at CD Exchange in Holland is where I found that one. Meet the Robinsons. I do remember finding this one at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Which, unfortunately, there was like a GameStop sticker that was actually right on like the cover, on the cover art underneath. I hate it when they do that. I was able to get it off, but it did leave a lot of sticky residue behind, unfortunately. Curious George, that did come from the Midwest Gaming Classic, along with Die Hard Vendetta, and SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab. And then the last game I got was our last stop of the night. It was in Milwaukee. They did not have a lot of video games. They had more DVDs than anything, but there were a couple of more expensive games I ended up getting out of there, and this was one of them, and that's Super Monkey Ball Adventure. So these games are really fun and frustrating at the same time, but I'm going to love definitely playing that one. All right, moving on now. talk about some Xbox 360 games. Nothing really special in here. I think I'm only down to 3 Xbox 360 games I'm looking for. Not for like a complete set, but to complete all the games I'm looking for the system. I'm still looking for the Darkest of Days, History, Legends of War, Patton, and I can't remember what the other game. Body Count was the other game I'm looking for 360. Just games I'm interested in. Nothing like, to complete any sets or anything. So first up, we got Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. This is for Kathleen to play, since she loves Pirates of the Caribbean. This one I bought from the store in Michigan City. That is Hour of Victory. And then this one I found at Retro Taku, and like never ever find this game anywhere. It's an exclusive on Xbox, by the way, and it's Race Pro. I love racing games, so I was really happy to find this one finally, because it's like even at the Midwest Gaming Classic, never saw a copy of that game, and you would have thought you would have ran into it there. This one I bought. I thought I bought this by accident, thinking I already had this game. I bought this from The Broken Sword. It turns out, no, I did not have this game, and I was glad to purchase it then, and that's Forza Horizon. And the last game I bought here was from Gameplay in Livonia. It was like one of the few games I got from there. The other ones were DS games that my wife bought. And if someone could help me out on this, that'd be great. I don't know if this game actually has a manual for it or not. And that's why I debated on so long whether I should purchase this game. And it's SpongeBob Hero Pants. The game comes with like this little like insert for SpongeBob movies. And I tried finding online on eBay before I purchased the game whether it came with an instruction manual. And the only things I found on eBay was, copies that had no manual with it. In fact, they said no manual in the listing. I tried looking up online or on Google, typing in to see if it came with the manual. There was no threads saying these are the 360 games that come with no manuals. Couldn't find anything like that whatsoever. So if someone could help me out on that, that'd be great. Because if it has a manual, I'll definitely try to find it. If it doesn't, and it has that little insert makes it complete, then great. I'm glad to have it then, and glad I don't have to go searching for a manual. Because I know with some 360 and PS3 games, they did not make manuals. Like once you got to the really end of the PS3 or Xbox 360 era, when it was almost done. Because I know for Xbox One, PS4, and on, there's no games with manuals. And Wii U has little inserts that says manual is included, on the game. Some of them have manuals, some of them don't. But yeah. So if someone could please help me out with that, does SpongeBob Hero Pants have a manual? Okay, moving on to Wii games. Once again, nothing special here. It's kind of going to be like the GameCube games. A lot of them are going to be like these cartoonish games I'm looking for. This one I bought at the I think it's Disc Traders, yeah. Or not Disc Traders, I'm sorry. Game Changers. That's the store in Michigan City. I bought Arcade Shooting Gallery for the Wii. I heard this game's pretty fun. So that's why I ended up picking that up. I got How to Train Your Dragon. G-Force, which I know I got this at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I bought Brave there as well. If I can get it unstuck. At Disc Replay in Mishawaka, I bought Family Feud Decades. I got Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I think that was also from the Midwest Gaming Classic. SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantis, that may have also come from the Midwest Gaming Classic. This one I'm pretty sure I got down at Second Chance, and that is Knight's Journey of Dreams. They had 2 copies of this. This was the best copy. The other copy had a sun-faded cover, so I was glad to be able to get that one. And then I also got this one down there, Despicable Me, the game. And then I don't remember where I bought this one from, actually. Maybe I bought this one from there as well, from Second Chance, but I got Disney Guilty Party. So I heard this one is quite fun, so I'm really excited to play this. We were going to play this over at my cousin's, but we didn't. We ended up just kind of playing other games instead, like Mario Sports Mix. So hopefully next year, if we get a chance to go, I'm going to take that one with me. And then the last game I got, it was the most expensive Wii game. It was about 20 bucks. This game is probably I think it's really expensive on the Wii U if you're looking for it. And that is Disney Planes Fire and Rescue. So yeah, if you're looking for this on the Wii, it's about 20, but Wii U, I guess, is really expensive to get. So it's kind of like Turbo. Turbo is like really cheap on Wii, but really expensive on Wii U. And I don't know if it was because it was like they only made a few print runs of it, maybe, or one print run. That could be the case. Okay, moving on to Xbox One games now. Got 5 of them here. I got Dead Rising. None of these I know came from the Midwest Gaming Classic. So these would have come from video game stores. I got Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. Destroy All Humans. Obviously this is the remake. This one came from the Broken Sword. And I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I was really happy to get this from there because a lot of the game stores still price this game around 30 bucks. And the game is definitely not worth that much anymore. Probably around 20 or so. And I got it for about 18. And then I also bought Forza Horizon 4. This came from CD Exchange. And this is actually the PAL version. But that's okay. Xbox One is region free. So I'm completely okay with that. And then I got a few Xbox games here. Most of these probably came from, well, this first one actually, World War II Combat Road to Berlin. This came, and if you see the brown stuff on there, I think someone got like chocolate pudding on the cover or something, but it's just on the plastic. This came from Retro Taku. Apex, which this is was a racing game I was looking for quite a while. Saw another copy of it today down at Second Chance, by the way. This came from the store in Elkhart, Indiana. Got Colin McRae Rally 2005. Took forever to find this one. This I found at CD Exchange in Holland. Got Sega GT Online, which this came from that store in Elkhart, along with Army Men Major Malfunction, which this one, once again, took forever to find. And actually, they had their games in alphabetical order, but this one someone must have picked up and put back in a different spot. Thankfully, I spotted it. And then the last game I ended up picking up was a Xbox game, which is kind of a more hard to find one. And I got it at the store in Milwaukee, like our last stop of the night, along with that Super Monkey Ball Adventure game. And that's the game show Whacked. So this looks pretty crazy, pretty fun, and I love game show games. So we'll see if this fits my cup, or is my cup of tea, I guess. So I'm really excited to play that one. Next up is probably the biggest stacks. We got PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, big stacks of games here. And then we're going to end with N64 and Dreamcast. Yes, that's right, I got some Dreamcast games. I'm really excited about that. All right. So first up, start off with the stuff that's not as exciting. I tried to organize these by kind of from least exciting to most exciting in each stack. So first up, we got Family Game Pack, something Kathleen and I can play together, along with card games. So yeah, definitely nothing too exciting there to start out. Then I got Bravo Air Race. This came from Game Changers in Indiana. And you might notice, oh yeah, why is that different? Just because someone used probably a CD case or a PC case for this. I can easily switch that out. There's nothing special about that case whatsoever. Got Stuart Little 2. This came from the store in Elkhart, Indiana. And I got The Land Before Time, Return to the Great Valley. I bought this at the Midwest Gaming Classic. That was actually my second day of pickups from there. I did not get that one on the first day. This one I got from, I think, the store in Elkhart as well. NFL Blitz, which I've been looking for a long time for that. It's nowadays it just seems to be so hard to find any certain game you're kind of looking for, unless it's like one of those ones that's just overly produced, like Call of Duty or Halo. It's like if you're looking for like a nice arcade sports game, good luck finding it. They're hard to find. Got Dance Dance Revolution Kona Mix. I think this also came from Elkhart. Got Frogger. That came from the gaming convention, along with a Bug's Eye, which I think I might have got that one at the first booth we went to. This one came from the last booth we went to on the first day, and that's SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge. And on the second day, I'm glad we went back around because, like I said, I missed some games, and I was glad to be able to find this. And that's Tigger's Honey Hunt. Yep, that's what it's called. This one I bought, and I actually accidentally left it at the vendor's booth. Thankfully, you know, he held on to it, and I knew I left it at there because when I was going through my pickup video that night, I was like, oh man, I left a game behind. And thankfully, they didn't pack up after the first day. They stayed. I went back, talked to them, and I got the game back, and that was Casper. And actually, funny story too about the SpongeBob Hero Pants game. Didn't realize it until I got back to my cousin's place. They forgot to put the game in here, so I had to go back to the store and get it. Thankfully, I realized that before we had gotten back here. Otherwise, I'd have been like calling them saying, "Hey, can you ship me the game?" Because I mean, that's the only way I'd have been able to get it. Then I wasn't going to drive like 2 hours back over there just to get that game. All right, next up, this one I believe also came from the store in Elkhart, and that's 101 Dalmatians 2 Patches London Adventure. And then I got the Little Mermaid 2. I think that one came from the Midwest Gaming Classic, along with Rugrats Studio Tour and Rugrats Search for Reptar. Black Label version. So happy to get that. Because for the longest time, if you see that game, it's always greatest hits, it seems like. This one I'm really happy to definitely get, and that's the lenticular cover here of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Now, I definitely want to find the third one as well, like that. Instead of just getting like the plain third cover that's like that. This one came from Super Hideaway Gaming up in Holland. And that's the Grinch. This is not an easy to find game. This goes for about $25, I would say. So I basically probably paid that price. But this would probably be a good one to play around Christmas time, I would say, which we're coming up on that. And then this last one was, I mean, this game, I remember when I first purchased this game. Probably bought it for like $2 or $3. It was not expensive. And then this game has just exploded like in price over the past few years. And I sold it off because I think the disc had a rental sticker on it, and I was looking for like a clean copy of it. Could never find another clean copy. This one was given to me by my friend Caleb. He gave me like an Xbox 360, some PS2 games, and some PS1 games. Once again, I'm not telling you what all that stuff is for, but I told him I was going to keep this game out of this lot. This game now goes for around $50 to $55. And that is Jammer Lammy. It's kind of like Parappa the Rapper. It's a rhythm game. I'm surprised it wasn't worth like so much where Parappa the Rapper was. It must be this kind of was overshadowed by it, but now it's kind of getting its time in the limelight, and I think that's why it's kind of exploded in price the way it has. It's because it's a kind of popular, like it's now becoming popular like Parappa the Rapper. That PlayStation 1 vibe, that PlayStation kind of like mascot, if you want to say it. Because if Crash wasn't the mascot, then you could say Parappa was, or Lara Croft was. It's just, it's funny now how some of those games are definitely starting to explode in price. Okay, moving on to some PS2 games, which once again, it's a really large stack here. Woo! I don't even know if I showed the bottom of that stack. First off, we got My Street. This came from Disc Replay in Livonia. I like the mini games on here. It's not the greatest game, but I still have fun with it. Then I got Chess Master. This came from Retro Taku. I'm just going to use this to, refine my chess skills, really. I don't play a lot of chess, and I figured playing against a computer might help me out a little bit. Theme Park Roller Coaster also came from Retro Taku. They had like buy two get one used game free, which was awesome. I think I got like 5 games free from them. And we also bought some Animal Crossing Amiibo packs, which was really cool. That Kathleen opened those. I got Supercar Street Challenges, came from Disc Traders in Battle Creek. And from Second Chance, I got the Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. And then from, and I believe that's complete. I almost felt like it wasn't complete, but the manual must be pretty thin in there. And then from Retro Taku as well, I got The Mummy Returns. So that, once again, The Mummy is a series that my wife Kathleen likes, so I'm hoping she enjoys playing those. If she doesn't, I can trade them in. Yeah, because that's one player, and that's one player. So I thought maybe we could play them together, but we can't, although I could probably help her out with them. I got V-Rally 3, which never see this game, so happy to get that. I love racing games, obviously, if you can't tell. LA Rush, this one came from Retro Taku. Speed Racer, the video game, I think I also got from there. And Looney Tunes Back in Action. Once again, I love Looney Tunes games, so glad to get that. Kingdom Hearts Black Label. I think this came from the Game Changers down in Indiana. And I got NBA Street. Once again, it's so hard to find these games. These arcade sports games. I think a lot of people just want to play them now because they're not like sim games, you know. A lot of people just enjoy picking up and playing it. Rather than a sim game, you kind of have to concentrate on, I think, a little bit more. All right, next game I got is Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy Black Label Edition. And then I got a couple of Wallace and Gromit games. Wallace and Gromit in Project Zoo and The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Those both came from Retro Taku. From Disc Replay in Livonia, I got Monsters Inc. They had 3 copies of this game. First one I pick up, no manual. Second one I pick up, printed cover. Third one I pick up, complete. So that's the one I ended up getting. So really happy about that. Love Monsters Inc. I don't know how good the game is, but we'll see. Got a Black Label Star Wars Battlefront. And I got Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2. Once again, much easier, I think, to find the PS1 version than it is the PS2 version of that game. And since it's on PS, both of them, I figured, well, I'd rather play it on the one that's more updated than anything. And then I also got NHL Hits 2003, another arcade game, arcade sports game. I got this also at Disc Replay in Livonia. I got Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. And I must have missed this when I was looking at this, but it has like a Blockbuster label right on the back cover, like on the cover art. So I'm going to definitely want to trade that out at some point. The disc and manual are completely fine. I don't think the manual has anything on it. But I would have definitely passed on that if I'd realized that. This I did pick up at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I got Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. And then the last game I got was at Disc Replay. And they had this thing called The Vault on Friday where they probably were gathering some good stuff that they had. They might have had them in the back. They had like Super Mario Brothers 3 in the box. They had the Zelda Game & Watch in there. They had, I think before they opened, they took a picture of everything. They had like PS5s, Xbox Series X's, not in the box, but like loose. They had some TV series like complete in box. Some harder to find like PlayStation 2 N64 games. So there were 2 items. There was a limit of 2 items you could get out of there. And we had 10 games. Well, we had 8 games and 2 DVDs. And I decided, you know what? I'm getting 2 items out of this glass case. Even though I probably shouldn't because it's going to be too much money. I decided to anyways. They weren't like overly expensive games. And you're going to see both of them here. This was the second most expensive one out of the case I got. Well, obviously with only 2 items. But I got Simpsons Hit and Run for PS2. So it's a pretty, uncommon, hard to find game. You can find Road Rage, I think, a little bit easier than this one. If you do find this one, it will be more expensive. So I was really happy to get that and add that to the collection. Okay, sorry, I'm almost out of view there. I'm going to grab the last two stacks of games here. First up, we'll start with N64 and a couple of ones that aren't really anything special. I got MRC, which I think I got that from Second Chance. And then this one I got at the convention, and that is GT64. And then I also bought Tetrasphere. I think this one I also got at the convention. This one I got at Disc Traders in Battle Creek, and that is Glover. I remember back in the day, I heard this is like one of the worst games of all time, and so I didn't want to purchase it. I wanted nothing to do with this game. I decided, you know what? I've heard over the years, you know, this game probably got a bad rap, and it's not as bad as what people say it is. So I'm going to give it a try. I heard that PS1 one, I don't know if that version is as good, so that's why I went with the 64 one to give it a try. And then this one I got from over at the Super Hideaway Gaming in Holland, and that is F-Zero X. So I had this, but the label on mine was not in great shape, so I ended up trading it in, and I've been looking for a better label one for a while, and just actually the game in general, so I was glad to finally be able to get that. I had the box and manual for the game already, so obviously I wanted to get the game back. And the last game I got here came from that vault, like I said, the Disc Replay in Livonia. And that is Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. So this was the most expensive game I got. I would say probably out of the entire lot of games here. $70 is how much I paid for this game. I'll just tell you right now up front. Usually I don't tell people how much I pay for things, but this was the most expensive game that I got. I am going to replace the back, though, because it does have a the sticker on the label, which must have been for an old rental store. So I'm completely fine with that because I can get a cheap sports game, unscrew it, trade out the back. So really happy to get that game added into my collection. And the last stuff is all Dreamcast games, and I got 4 of them here. And usually I'm not finding Dreamcast games, but this puts me under 10 for the amount, or for the Dreamcast games I want to get for my collection. First up is Vanishing Point. I had this on my PS1 list, because that's where I usually play my racing games, but I actually am glad I got it for Dreamcast, because the reviews for Dreamcast are a lot better than the PS1 games. So I picked that up at the first booth I went to at the Midwest Gaming Classic. This one also came from the Midwest Gaming Classic. Sega GT, another racing game. And then this one I got for $20 at the Gaming Classic. I found other booths that had it for $25, but finally, a white label Crazy Taxi. I always seem, if I find it, always is Sega All-Stars. Never the white label. So I was really happy to find it. Or if I do find it white label, Water Damage, which I did actually find it at Game Changers in Indiana like that. And the other game I always find greatest hits that I'm looking for that's not Sonic Mega Collection for GameCube. Always greatest hits. And the times that I found it that weren't. No manual, printed cover, or water damaged is what it seemed to be. All right, and the last game I got, the last Dreamcast game and the last game of this video, came from the Broken Sword. I always seem to be buying games out of their glass case. I will tell you this, when I went there today, I did not buy a game out of their glass case. There were games that interested me, but I did not do that today because I was actually able to find some stuff on the floor instead of in the glass case. But I got Jet Grind Radio. So happy to get this back into the collection and can't wait to play this. This is such a fun game to play. All right, that does it for my pickup video. I see I'm at about 45 minutes. So like I said, I knew this one was going to be a long one. I tried to go through as fast as I could. So what did you think of my pickups? Post any comments in the comment section below. You know, and like I said, if you can help me find out if this has a manual or not. I tried my best. I could not discover if it did or not. So yeah, post those down in the comment section below. And any other thing that you guys are looking for, you know, I'd love to hear from you as well to see what you're playing, what you're collecting also. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and make sure you share it around social media. you know, as well, so other people can discover, you know, my channel and my love and passion for video games. I know I'm just doing pickups videos right now, but I hope to be later on sometime down the road. I don't know when. I don't have any time schedule yet for when, for, you know, I have ideas for other videos, but I don't really know of any other ones really I want to do right now. So thank you everybody for watching. And this is Michael on over now. Mikey's Crew, you guys are the best. Take care. And everybody have a Merry Christmas, because the next pickup video you won't see till January. So yeah, make sure you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I'll get it all in there. If I missed a holiday, please forgive me. Michael on over now.